way, that body camera video that you just showed, having been here, I mean, that is so eerie to see. I mean, I get that that incident, police say, has nothing to do with the murders, but standing where I'm standing, like, I'm just looking a half a block from where I am, exactly where this video is. I know exactly what those buildings are. They're right here. And to think that the police were so close to this house, and I know it's really likely just coincidence, and they were far enough away that maybe they couldn't hear anything, but I mean, they were so close around the time that these murders were happening. The fact that that is on video, I mean, I just can't believe it. But back to the fraternity house, Sigma Chi, it is today, for the first time, the president spoke with us. We'd been to the house before, and you know, either people weren't opening the door.
Even though there are no arrests yet as of today, Wednesday, December 7th at 5:02 p.m. as I record this, in the case of the 4 University of Idaho students who tragically lost their lives on Sunday, November 13th, there are plenty of updates and a lot of chatter. First off, many people are talking about this new body cam footage that was recorded seemingly right at the time, potentially, when the crimes may have been taking place. There was an alcohol offense on Taylor Avenue at the band field. Now, I believe that's about less than 300 feet in front of the 1122 King Road house in Moscow, Idaho. It's an empty field just north of Taylor Avenue, and the footage it has captured, even though the incident police say was alcohol offense addressed by the on-scene officer, not related to their murder investigation, viewers are digging into the footage and the background and what you can see of the King Road house. Apparently, people think they can see the 3rd floor light go on in the King Road house and eventually go off. I'm in the process of attempting to get the entire body cam footage. I believe it's more than 20 minutes long. If by some miracle I get it before I'm done with this video tonight, I'll put it at the end, or perhaps I'll put it in a future video. Also, people are talking about this explosive Fox News report. A neighbor told police that he was walking by the 1122 King Road house and their front door was wide open about 8:30 or 9 a.m. that fateful morning. If Kaylee Gonzalez's dad, Steve, is correct in that the perpetrator entered on the 2nd level, perhaps he did, of course, go upstairs, go to the 2nd floor, and maybe the perpetrator exited out the front door, the 1st level, and left the door wide open, perhaps.
I talked to some neighbors who live nearby here too, John, a few hours ago. They told me something that was pretty interesting. We've been talking about that back sliding door so much, but the front door, I'm told by a neighbor who walked by that morning who was coming back to his apartment, was wide open around 8:30, 9 a.m. He told me that he gave that information to investigators, but we hadn't heard too much about that front door, and around 8:30 or 9 a.m. would have been a pretty good amount of time before police ever got the call that those students were dead inside.
We don't know at this point. Cops have not told us whether or not they believe the perpetrator was on the 1st floor. But if that person was, imagine being feet away just from the surviving roommates and walking past them, thankfully, instead of also harming them. There's been an ex-FBI guy who's getting a lot of pushback because he's sort of pointing fingers at Steve, Kaylee's dad. He had a lot to say. You can check the link below where I talked about that in my other video. But mainly, people are analyzing on TikTok and everywhere else Maddie and Kaylee's visit to the food truck, that Grub Truckers food truck visit that night. Going over the video with a fine-tooth comb, you do pick up more indications of what the girls may have been saying to each other. At one point, when Maddie slams her hands down on the counter when she's waiting for her food, and Kaylee seems to admonish her a little bit in a loving, joking way. And it's really sweet interactions where Kaylee pays for her food, her carbonara, the Mac of the week, and how she says sweetly to her best friend since the 6th grade that she would share her meal with her. And I thought, oh my goodness, likely their last meal. We're going to take a look at all of this. I've enhanced the video. Inside Edition also used an audio expert to enhance the video. Of course, after Maddie and Kaylee leave the window where you can hear the clearest audio after they've ordered their food, Kaylee pays $10 and they walk over to the place where they wait for their food. It's very hard to pick up on some of the audio with all the foreground noise. There is a point where you will see where Maddie speaks loud enough where you can hear her saying F you to the hoodie guy. Inside Edition, their audio engineer picked up F you mister. I find it hard to hear the mister part, but if you listen with headphones, I'm playing the whole extent of their visit, the entire 10 minutes and the time, and there's even portions where folks are commenting on the Twitch stream. Now, first and foremost, as we continue to analyze this footage, I have to remind everyone, Hoodie Guy is innocent until proven guilty, just like everyone, and Hoodie Guy has been specifically ruled out by police. So we have to keep that in mind, not just on their updates page when they said the male in the grub truck videos, because a lot of people were thinking, well, which male? It could be any male. But police specifically ruled him out in a presser on November 20th saying the male in the white hoodie has been ruled out.
And otherwise. We do not believe the following individuals are involved in this crime. The 2 surviving roommates, a male seen at the grub truck food vendor downtown, specifically wearing a white hoodie.
Now, some people are saying, yeah, they ruled him out today. That doesn't mean he won't be ruled out in the future, but I don't want anyone facing any undue pressure and innocent people being targeted. But what I did was enhance the audio so I could hear and transcribe as best I could the food truck video, and I've watched it again and again. So you will see different portions where I put transcription at the bottom of what I believe Maddie and Kaylee are saying. People notice watching the video, well, after Maddie slams her hands down on the countertop and the noise reverberates, and Kaylee seems to admonish her a little bit lovingly. It sounds like Kaylee, perhaps. But after that point is when the interaction with the hoodie guy starts. And Maddie definitely points at him and points at him. So people are noticing these interactions after the pointing that Maddie does and the FU. Then Kaylee's kind of nodding back to the hoodie guy. She's facing her friend, Maddie, but she's kind of like nodding back like, I don't know, get a load of this guy, or who knows what she was saying. And then she holds her phone up. People believe she might be surreptitiously taking a selfie like this, but capturing the hoodie guy behind her. Or others believe she's just really holding her phone at a good vantage point in order to get a video of Maddie, maybe a Snapchat video of getting your food and dipping. So obviously Kaylee paid for her food, but I don't know if they took their own food, the proper number, or someone else's. We don't know. And then you see hoodie guy kind of walk away and wave, and that might be the end of that. But take a look at the whole video, watch it again with me.
Not to make up for it, but like...
No, it's amusing though. It's fun to watch other people be miserable. Yeah. Have a good night. Bye. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thanks. I think I would like the carbonara.
Okay.
But if I have like a free grub truck on my like app.
Oh, yep. So what you want to do is we'll actually do this.
Cool. Thank you.
Absolutely.
How many more do you need? That's the second one? Awesome.
Dawn's mom. Oh, wait. Yeah, one more.
Maybe
Here.
I didn't have a free one.
It's right here.
And then what was the mac?
Don't forget to remove the
The
spoon.
The
carbonara.
carbonara mac of the week.
Here, I'll grab it for you.
Excellent. And then click see rewards.
Enjoy.
And it looks like you do not quite have enough points yet.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
At exactly 3 hours, 44 minutes, and 3 seconds into the Twitch stream, which would have been around 1:44 a.m. that morning, there's a Twitch user named Reduce, Reuse, Recycle commenting, "She's spinny, LOL." So I think that comment was regarding Maddie, since at that exact moment, Maddie had just walked away to hug a guy, the guy in the number 9 jersey, and she had come back. Spinnies, according to the Urban Dictionary, that's when you've drank too much alcohol and you feel as though the room is spinning.
$10 for
I do have a big burrito pork here for you.
Cool. Thank you.
$4.78. Thank you very much. Where'd the pen go, guys? Where's my pen? How are you guys doing?
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I seem to have lost my pen, but that's fine. What can I get for you?
Can I get
Just
the
2 John
5
Drums?
cheese mac and cheese, please?
Definitely.
I get
Thank you.
and pork tacos.
Oh yeah. How many pork tacos would you like?
Just come with one.
It's one, but they're like 6 to 7 ounce tacos. They're not like small little street tacos. I normally eat 2, 3 is a lot for me.
So one would be fine if I was getting pasta too, or
Yeah.
mac and cheese too.
Yeah, that's gonna be
I better
almost 2 pounds of
I
food.
better get 2.
Okay, you got it.
I got
2 pork tacos? Done. 1 5 cheese, 1 basil pesto, 2 pork tacos, $24.50 for you.
Thank you.
2 Don Drums.
I'll eat them out.
$79.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do this. Hold on. If we decide,
Yeah.
since we live
Oh,
so
people have fallen. People have fallen over reduced for you. Sorry, I'm talking to Twitch stream. Oh, you're so
Thank
good.
you.
Absolutely, thank you. How are you doing?
Pretty good about yourself.
I'm doing extremely well. What sounds good?
Can I get a big burrito?
Yeah.
Please.
For the big burrito, would you like pork or chicken?
Chicken.
Got it. And then you said a Mountain Dew?
Yes, please.
Excellent. Big burrito chicken and a Mountain Dew. We're going to do $11. There's Mountain Dew and order 80. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello.
I need 2 chicken burritos with extra slaw.
2 chicken burritos with extra. $19 for you.
I know I have a $6 waiting for me. Would like to use it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
So,
Let's see rewards.
ha 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 ha.
Oh, fuck, I just hit your jacket. Sorry, man.
Oh, yeah.
$13. Hell yeah.
Worth it.
Oh, always. Order 81.
Thank you.
Thank you. Extra slaw? Is that a charge? No, it's not a charge. It's just a modifier. Hello.
They have Apple Pay.
How's
You
your
guys
night
have
going?
Apple Pay, right?
Of course we do.
Of course you have Apple Pay. Yes. Hi, camera. Okay. Chicken taco.
Chicken taco. You got it.
I'll do the 5 cheese mac and cheese, please.
Okay.
I know you're freezing.
Go, please, please. No, I'm getting yours no matter what. Like, please, please. He's waiting. We'll do 2 5 cheese mac and cheese.
Like, I'm adding 2 or you're making it, it's now 2.
Oh,
Sorry.
2.
You're adding
Like
2.
2
Excellent.
separate.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else?
3? Come on, you're the last one. Okay.
You got it. So I have a chicken taco and 3 5 cheese mac and cheeses.
Yes.
Okay. $27.75.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
How many apples in the mac of the week? 0, TJ.
All of them.
0.
Don't let them lie to you.
Order 82. Thank you.
Could I get?
We already got a 5 cheese mac and cheese.
Okay,
Wait, you got one?
Yeah, come on.
Oh my god. Can I get a magnifier?
You got it, man. 1 magnifier, $9 for you.
Perfect, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's going.
That's
Tough.
Of course. Awesome. Dessert burrito fork's ready.
Order 83.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and then it's all on you. I was letting go.
Time to start
Feel warm,
the
Joe?
old car. It's been a while since this engine started. Let's see if it starts. Oh great, the battery
My
is
first
dead.
time was when I went to
Well,
the grocery
better luck
store
next
to buy
time.
donuts.
For what?
First time I used, well, NFC. I don't have an Apple device, so it wasn't Apple Pay. But I was desperate.
For donuts?
For donuts, yes.
Never used like a phone NFC pay. I guess unless you count the tap on the card.
Wait, say that again?
Never used my phone until at like a store.
Oh, really?
Always had my cards.
Okay. It's because you're too prepared, Derek.
It's because I try not to forget my wallet. It's a good reason.
That's smart, Derek. It's probably good to not lose your wallet. Guys! Yeah, great ticket times, honestly. Like, Luke, Tebow, really solid. Love it. Very
So,
pleased.
Joe, how
All right,
close are we
back
to
in.
you sitting down all night Friday nights?
I mean, that was a solid rush. It's a good thing that it ended, but this is Friday and Saturday in a row that got sit down round 1, so I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot, guys.
Guess who's gonna extra slow in a second? This bad boy.
Tebow's thinking to himself, if I start slowing down on Meg, maybe I'll get to sit down. He's going to try to sabotage me.
I actually was wondering if I was going too slow and you were going to switch me back, and I was really scared of that. That's what I was scared of. Nope.
Yes, let that fear.
You guys, like, the highest ticket time I saw was 13 minutes, which is, I'm very satisfied. You guys have worked on the truck, and Derek and I have been the ones on Grill and Mac, and we've had longer ticket times than that. Like, you're doing well.
Really?
Okay, chip pork. I got news for you.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Alright, what'd I miss? Reduce reuse. Balls? Yeah.
Oh, that gets on my nerves. And then, like, they want their number to be called.
Okay. Are you knowing US and US super popular? No. Tomahawks, what's the side for? Hello!
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing extremely well. What sounds good?
Yes, the death by garlic and add chicken to it.
Yeah, definitely. Death by garlic. We'll add chicken to it. Anything else for you?
And then can I do the 5 cheese?
And 5 cheese?
Yes. And can I add chicken to that?
Of course. We're doing death by garlic with chicken, 5 cheese with chicken. Anything else?
That should be it.
Love it. $23. Do you guys have any NFC go Ben? Any whatever sort of payment you have on your phone, we can take. Order 84. Thank you. We do not have the scan one though. So like if you're trying to pay with Cash App and you have to like scan a thing, we don't have any sort of QR prep. How are you doing?
Sorry, good.
Oh no. Good, excellent. Sorry. What can I get you?
Can I get 2 chicken tacos?
2 chicken tacos. You got it.
What big burrito?
$7.50. If that's everything for you.
Slide.
Yeah. Slide, tap, insert, facing you with the chip. Any other.
And another indicator of the exact time, after Maddie slams the counter, you see another person commenting in the stream, must be the 2 a.m. bar crowd. I'm glad they wrote that someone else then commented time, and that made the Nightbot write the exact time. It's November 13th at 1:52 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in Moscow, Idaho. That's when we got an exact time, and that's right about when the girls left. So we have a great timestamp.
Order 85. Thank you.
Can I do the big burrito? But I'm going to be really picky. I'm so sorry. Can I get it without the chipotle slaw?
Yes. Yes, you absolutely
and
can.
And then without the onion salsa?
No salsa.
And do you guys have sour cream or no?
We do not.
But what else will we see, if anything, regarding the house that night or that morning from the background of the body cam footage? Other than that, there's a comment floating around that was made on the University of Idaho's page on November 23rd. A man who is interested in photography wrote, "I just found out my remote photography group has video from a tripod that was stationed behind the house. It recorded from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. and shows a woman running from the side of the house as a truck entered the driveway. She ran away from the house and right by our tripod at approximately, almost but not completely accurate or exact, roughly 2 a.m. A group member removed the tripod and I don't know who has the video. It is the group's right to not disclose why we record, but we would send in recordings in special circumstances." So folks are saying, whoa, call the police and give them your info. And he wrote, "Group member reported the video was sent to Idaho State Police. Our group has been removed from Facebook for various policy violations." People are questioning that comment, wondering if it's true. The guy's from Illinois, but he does talk about his remote photography group. We don't know. Was it a woman who ran from the side of the house? What truck entered the driveway? 2 a.m., this would have been right after everyone got home. We don't know how valid that report is. Right now, the latest we have from Moscow updates are from December 6th, 2022. Now we have an update for December 7th. Moscow police are apparently looking for this. Detectives are interested in speaking with the occupants of a white 2011 through 2013 Hyundai Elantra. Hyundai Elantra with an unknown license plate. Tips and leads have led investigators to look for additional information about a vehicle being in the immediate area of the King Street residence during the early morning hours of November 13th. Investigators believe the occupants of this vehicle may have critical information to share regarding this case. If you know of or own a vehicle matching this description, or know of anyone who may have been driving this vehicle on the days preceding or the day of the murders, please forward that info to the tip line. And they tell you where you can submit it, and they're telling us these are stock images and not the actual vehicle. I hope this means Moscow police are closer to catching their suspect. Moscow Police Chief James Fry spoke about collecting and removing some of the victims' personal belongings from the 1122 King Road house. The stuff they don't need for the investigations, but it could be sentimental to the families, so they are returning them to the families. They'll be loaded into trucks. So they're asking anyone near the residence this morning to just keep the roads clear.
Describe what is happening at the residence tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, me and my command team and other individuals will be going in to box up personal belongings of the people that live there. And we're going to be getting those items back to the families. It's time for us to get those things back that really mean something to those families and hopefully to help with some of their healing.
Why do you personally want to be involved in collecting these possessions?
Well, we have a lot of investigators investigating, and I'm not tied into the investigation side of it where I'm physically interviewing people, and it's important to me. It's important for us as a department to go in and take care of the families and get the items for them so that they can have some of those back and some of those memories back that are fond memories. And I'm a dad. I understand the meaning behind some of those things. It may be something that we gave one of our children or something, and we're just trying to bring some of that healing.
As people learn about this stage of the investigation, what do you want to say about where you're at with the investigation?
We're at that point in the investigation where we're still gathering information, we're still gathering tips, we're still gathering evidence, we're still doing everything we need to do. But there also comes a point in time when the family needs to have those belongings back, the ones that we can get them back. They've asked for some of those things back, so we're ready to take care of that for them.
The house is still an active crime scene, and they say progress continues to be made in the investigation. So that's kind of all we have right now in terms of updates, in terms of this food truck video analysis, where video is so important and audio in investigations. Hopefully we'll get more of the body cam footage video in order to analyze it and see what's in the background. If that light truly was on in the third floor of the 1122 King Road house at approximately 3 a.m. or later, then that would provide a lot of information about, did Maddie and Kaylee have the light on? Were they still awake? Did the perpetrator turn their light on? At the moment the light went out, is that when the girls were attempting to go to sleep? As each day progresses, we get more and more information, and I hope cops are getting closer to the truth and much closer to an arrest. So what's true, what's not? Are people making things up? Are they truly helping with the investigation? Was it a woman or a man who did this? Jesus knows. John 11:25. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live even though they die. That's the eternal hope we hold on to as believers, especially when lives are always, but especially too when lives are cut short, like the lives of Ethan, Zaina, Maddie, and Kaylee. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. Check the links below for more info.